This is Mark Mumaw with WebGuy Communications. Today we're going to talk about backing up your data. I run a data recovery service and I see so many sad stories of people who have lost their data. They didn't think that a crash was going to happen to them. Let me tell you people, hard drives will crash. So because of this, I have some really exciting news for you. There is a program called Mr. Mirror. I've put the download link in the description. We're going to download Mr. Mirror. It is absolutely free to use in a non-commercial setting. Let's just go to the download link. Okay, we're going to save the file by clicking on Save File or whatever your browser may be telling you to do. Looks like it came to us as a zip file. So if you have a zip program that allows you to open up zip files, just double click the file and your zip program will open. Now we're going to run the setup program, not the bitmap file, but the actual executable. When the Mr. Mirror setup wizard comes up, click the next button and we're going to say yes to the license agreement and click next again, next again, next, and there we are. At this point we can run Mr. Mirror. And when Mr. Mirror comes up, basically what we have is a set of different drives. Something everyone should probably do is you should probably own a couple of external drives. I have two external drives. One stays in my fire safe, the other stays on my desk, and once a week on Friday I back up everything in my folders that I want to back up, all my documents and everything, into the external drive on my desk. When I'm done with that, I take that drive into the fire safe, get the other external drive out of the fire safe, and bring it back to my desk and do the same thing. I go ahead and back up to both drives every Friday, once a week. One drive is always in my safe, one drive is always on my desk. Both drives are never more than 1 week behind. Of course, you can back up more often than that if you want. But my external is drive G. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you an example of how to back up a folder. And of course, this could be your My Documents folder. I'm going to use a smaller folder for demonstration purposes, but we're going to back these up to drive G. But regardless of which folder you choose, you may want to click the Recurse Subdirectories option over to the side. And what this basically does is, in this case, I've got the desktop folder, and then I have other folders on the desktop. And what I want to do is I want to back up not only the desktop folder, but all of the files in the subdirectories as well. So I'm going to go ahead for now and choose the Jake project folder just to show you how Mr. Mirror works. So we click OK. We have the folder that we want to back up listed. Now we're going to go into Options. Under Advanced Options, I like to go into the volume settings and turn off a couple of things. Under Mirror Image, I don't really believe we need the drive subdirectory. In other words, it's going to put the C or D or whatever drive letter in front of it. We also don't have any use for the Include Mirror Subdirectory option, so we're going to turn both of those off. Click OK, then click OK again, click OK once again, and we're back to Mr. Mirror. We want to go into the Ignore files because if you're backing up Outlook data or Outlook Express data, those are stored in hidden folders. Currently, the default is to ignore hidden files and folders and to ignore system files. We want to go ahead and turn both of those off just to make sure that we get all of that Outlook data or other program data that may be stored in hidden or system files. Now that we're back at Mr. Mirror and we verify that we have the folder we want, we click Update and Mr. Mirror starts updating the target drive with the data that we've chosen. In this case, I'm backing up the C Users Mark Desktop Jake Project folder, and it's copying some fairly large video files, which may take several moments. Again, you can back up your Outlook and other data in Windows 95, 97, and XP by backing up C, Documents and Settings, and then whatever the username is that you're currently using. For Windows Vista and 7, you'll want to back up C, Users, and your username. On the file summary, we see that 47 files were processed. there were 0 files updated because this was the first time we backed up this folder. So the files added and the files processed, in my case, are both 47. Go ahead and click OK. And then when you exit for the first time after creating a volume, you'll want to go ahead and click Yes, because the next time you start Mr. Mirror, you're going to want to have that same set of folders, or just a single folder, whichever the case may be, to be defined. So if you were to update your files, if you were to make a new Word document or add some more pictures or something under My Pictures, in my case, in the Jake folder, I could add a text file that has some information, some kind of notes to myself about this particular project. If I take this text file and I save it in the folder that I backed up with Mr. Mirror, and I'm going to give this a name, New Details, for example, and then click Save. Now, the next time I go into Mr. Mirror and I back up the Jake project folder, an interesting thing's going to happen. I'm going to have 48 files now because I've added a new file to the Jake project folder. So when I click Update, of course that was so quick you didn't even see it, but you'll see that the new file was added. Now I have a total of 48 files because the New Details text file was added to the list. Had I changed one of the files, there would have been, under Files Updated, there would have been a 1 or 2 or however many files that I updated. So we click OK, we click Exit. That's how you run Mr. Mirror. If you have any questions or suggestions, please comment below. Also, please feel free to follow me on Facebook. You can subscribe or add me as a friend. I can't have too many friends. Twitter, you can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/WebGuyTV. And lastly on YouTube at WebGuy Films, youtube.com/WebGuyFilms. Thanks for watching my tutorial. Have a great day and keep that data backed up and safe.